Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachare Yamuna Tira Vanachare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol, Hare Krishna. Yes, I see new faces. That's very nice. So we're reading from fourth canto, chapter 18, entitled Prithu Maharaj Milks the Earth Planet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that should be the complete title. Yes. Mm-hmm. And verse 11. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, very nice. Let's read the word for word. Samam cha kuru mam rajan deva vrishtam yatha payaha apartvam api badram te upavarteta me vibo samam chakuru mam rajam deva vrishtam yatapayam apartamapi badram te upavarteta me vibhom. Sorry, I don't get the melody somehow this morning. Samancha kuru mam rajan deva vristam yatapayam apartamapi badram te upavarteta me vibho. Samancha kuru mam rajan deva vristam yatapayam apartamapi badram te upavarteta me vibho. Okay, Prabhus, you want to? Samam chakuru mam rajan deva vrishtam yatapaya apartamapi badram te upavarteta me vibho. Ladies or Prabhus, if you want. Samam chakuru mam rajan deva vrishtam yatapaya apartamapi bhadram te upavarteta me vibho. Samam chakuru mam rajan deva vrishtam yatapaya apartamapi bhadram te upavarteta me vibho. Ladies. Samam chakuru mam rajam deva vrishtam yatapaya apartamapi bhadram te upavarteta me vibho. Samam chakuru mam rajan deva vrishtam yatapaya apartamapi bhadram te upavarteta me vibho. Thank you. Word for word. Samam. Oh, sorry. There is a translation. Yeah? Okay, thanks. Equally level. Cha. Also. Kuru. Make. Mam. Me. Rajan. O king. Deva vrishtam. Fallen as rain by the mercy of King Indra. Yata. So that. Paya. Water. Aparto. When the rainy season has ceased. Api. Even. Badram. Auspiciousness. Te. Unto you. Upavarteta. It can remain. Me. Me. On me. Vibo. O Lord. Very nice. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. My dear King, may I inform you that you have to make the entire surface of the globe level. This will help me, even when the rainy season has ceased. Rainfall comes by the mercy of King Indra. Rainfall will remain on the surface of the globe, always keeping the earth moistened, and thus it will be auspicious for all kinds of production. Purport. King Indra of the heavenly planets is in charge of throwing thunderbolts and giving rainfall. Generally, thunderbolts are thrown on the tops of hills in order to break them to pieces. As these pieces are spread asunder in due course of time, the surface of the globe gradually becomes fit for agriculture. Level land is especially conducive to the production of grain. Thus, the planet Earth requested Maharaj Prithu to level the surface of Earth, breaking up the high land and mountains. Jai. Okay, so, usually we recite, I'm telling to the new people. I don't know if you are new, but for me, you are new. So I'm also telling myself that if I don't remember the prayer, I can read it in the introduction of Bhagavad Gita. So it is a beautiful prayer to the spiritual master. Homa Yajna timirandasya Jnananjana shalakaya Chakshurum militam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dalati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaisnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinavandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you very much. So I read again the translation of our verse. Alles gut? Okay. My dear king, may I inform you that you have to make the entire surface of the globe level. This will help me, even when the rainy season has ceased. Rainfall comes by the mercy of King Indra. Rainfall will remain on the surface of the globe, always keeping the earth moistened. And thus it will be auspicious for all kinds of production. Joy. So again, thank you so much. Yeah, we are a small community, so, in my case, I just, somehow I find myself, following my guru's instructions. So he told me, okay, Anuttara, you give lecture. So, but yeah, especially today in front of Lord Nityananda's mercy, I feel very unqualified. But we can do it together, this lecture can be done together, why not? In fact, hearing the auspicious sound of these amazing verses, what else can we do? It's in itself a great mercy. So, and I would like to really thank our guests today. It's so nice to have you here. Yesterday it was so, ecstatic, just, to be in the presence of such exalted devotees. We hope to see them later tonight, Janani Vas Prabhu. Yeah, it's like jumping in the beautiful dome of Shri Radha Madhava. We were just singing, Shri Radha Madhava in Mayapur. They are, in their beautiful, amazing form present there with the Panchatattva. And it's like, in my case, I was very fortunate to be there just for a week, but, it's so much mercy. I can see it, if I close my eyes, I am there. I smell this amazing incense. I remember distinctly this jasmine also, perfume, being present, and Lord Narasimha as well, so, So I'm a bit overwhelmed with all these emotions. But yes, let's try to see our beautiful verse. So it speaks about rainfall and Haribol. Yes, so the Lord is very kind today. He gave us rainfall, and of course here in the verse we see who's speaking, by the way, right now in this verse. Do you remember? Who says, "My dear king, may I inform you that you have to make the entire surface of the globe level." Thank you so much, Priya. Yes, it's Bhumi Devi. Bhumi Devi speaking. She's in the form of a cow. And she's asking something to Prithu Maharaj. Yes. She's asking something pretty, it's, can you make the, well, my English is not But from what I understand, she's asking him to really there are mountains, and she's asking him to make to basically break down the mountains to pieces, yeah. So yeah, if you can do that. But Prithu can do it, yes, absolutely. Maharaj Prithu. So, right, and she says, this will help me even when the rainy season has ceased. Yes, because, in this moment, what's the goal for Bhumi Devi? Bhumi Devi, Prithu is asking her for what? You remember? What is Prithu asking Bhumi Devi to do exactly?
To provide nutrition for the land.
Very nice, thank you, Brian. Yes, to provide, grains, eventually, fruits, because there is some kind of yes, there is some kind of disturbance. So. And right now, yes, I just want to see that. Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, yes, so, yes, it's needed, basically, to produce grains. Yeah, that's what we need, yeah, we need rain. You can ask, of course, our amazing farmers here, the gardeners, they are outside even if it's raining, but the rain is very, very important. Yes, from rain everything starts. And so she says, this will help me even when the rainy season has ceased. Yes, of course, because this rain is not just flowing down to the sea. Well, eventually part of it, of course, but some of it will stay, in form of lakes. Here in Bayer, we know very well another form, which is snow. So the rain will stay there in the form of snow and will slowly melt down when the good season comes. Yes, but it is very, very important that, there is some kind of, how can we say, storage, yeah? Right. Then the verse says, rainfall comes by the mercy of King Indra. Yes, who knows King Indra? Any idea? Who is King Indra? Kishori knows. Please. Kishori, you know? Yes, it is a demigod. Exactly, yes. Very nice. Is king of the demigods. Okay. And what does he do? You remember a pastime? It just came to my mind, of course. A wonderful pastime with King Indra and Krishna. Yes, Prabhu knows. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes. And what happened? Yeah, I will say in the micro. Or you have a microphone for Prabhu? You will have? Yeah. So it's nice. Yes, it's nice to remember. There are many pastimes with King Indra.
Yes, so this pastime when demigod Indra wanted to destroy Vrindavan, and Krishna protected, so to say, Vrindavan, so saved.
Very nice. How did Krishna protect Vrindavan? Do you remember, Prabhu? Well, Priya knows for sure. Yeah? Okay. Yes, yeah, if you remember, yes. It's nice.
So my English is not so good, but so he just, Krishna just put this so Vrindavan on his finger. Giriraj, what was it?
Who is Giriraj? Yes,
no.
yes.
Giriraj
is correct.
Govardhan.
Govardhan. Okay, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Have you been? Have you been to Govardhan, Prabhu? Not yet. Okay. We need the mercy. We need the mercy. Well, we are going. We are going. Yes. And yes. So Krishna, with his little finger.
Yes. Put it.
Yes. Yes. Took up Giriraj Govardhan. Yeah, like it was an umbrella. Yes. And under Giriraj, all the Vrajavasis were sheltered from the rain and storm that Indra brought. Yes. So you can see, yeah, Indra is pretty powerful, yeah. He really wanted to wipe away all Vrindavan because he was angry at some point, yeah. That's a very beautiful lila. He was angry. You remember why he was angry? I'm asking many questions. I should speak well. I like to ask questions. You remember why he was angry, Prabhu? Indra?
Maybe you want?
No, you don't remember? No problem. Well, yeah, Venorati knows why he was angry, yeah.
We shouldn't do the Indra Puja, and you should worship Govardhan Hill because Govardhan is producing all the wonderful items, and the cows are grazing on Govardhan.
Thank you, so nice, yes. Very good, yes. They were worshipping Indra at some point, you know, the Vrajavasis. It was a tradition, you know, in the culture because Indra brings rain. And that's very important for the grains. See. And that Krishna was like a bit discussing with Nanda Maharaj, you know, wow, you know, we are worshipping Indra, but what about Govardhan, Giriraj Govardhan? You know, he is providing for us the grains and pastures for the cows, you know. So why are you worshipping Indra at this point? So then, okay, Nanda Maharaj said, okay, well, you know, I follow your point. Okay, let's do that. But, you know, Indra was not happy about it, definitely. And so he was, you know, decided, okay, let's wipe away this Rajavas. But no problem, Krishna protects his devotees. Yes. In this case, of course, yeah, we are also here discussing about agriculture. Yes. Then, you know, so we are talking about King Indra saying, okay, the next part of the verse says, rainfall will remain on the surface of the globe, always keeping the earth moisture. And thus it will be auspicious for all kinds of production. Yes. Okay. Yeah. As I already said, I was meditating on these forms of rainfall. So yeah, we have lakes, we have the rivers, of course. We have the snow, as I said. Yeah, the snow is very important. We don't think about it. Yeah, and personally, I you know, here when it's winter, for me it's a lot of snow. You know, I'm not used to it. My body comes originally from Italy. Yeah, we have snow. It's like another level of snow, right? Yes, so I'm a bit annoyed, but then, I have to meditate very nicely. Okay, this is important, that the snow stays there, you know, in the winter time. We have to keep it. It's so important for all the rest of, you know, the earth and the region. In fact, lately, it didn't snow much. Yeah, maybe correct me, you know, Kishori Kun knows, that didn't snow as much as, translation. Yeah, it didn't snow as much as the past, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, she said there was like ups and downs, yeah, we can say that. there were more and then less. But yeah, okay, eventually that's very, very important to keep the earth moistened. Yes, and it will be auspicious for all kinds of production. Yes. So for us, we really are little. We don't understand the whole, process. But when we see rain, let's think about it. Let's see. Oh, this is very nice. Of course, there are situations when it's dangerous, when it is too much. Recently, Brian knows, in my region, North Italy, and central Italy, Bologna, there were floods. So this, unfortunately, can happen. It depends also on how the man organizes and manages, the land. Because if it's not well managed, if it's, especially, of course, I'm talking about my region, it's a bit overbuilt. They build too much where they shouldn't have. So, eventually these floods can cause a lot of damage, because the rivers then really, all of a sudden flood. And unfortunately, yes, there were also casualties, you say in English? Yeah, there were casualties, yes. So, yes. What else can I say? The planet, the purport. I'm looking at the purport right now. King Indra of the heavenly planets is in charge of throwing thunderbolts and giving rainfall. We got it, yes. Generally, thunderbolts are thrown on the top of hills in order to break them to pieces. Did you know that? I was blown away. I never thought about it. But yes, Srimad Prabhupada explains. I was like, okay, maybe this rain slowly, breaks down the rocks, the mountains. You see the big mountains. Like in Italy, we have the Dolomites that are, the highest is 5,000 or something. Yeah, Monte Bianco, Brian, yeah. Brian says yes. But yes, no, look, the thunderbolts are breaking down the top of the hills. That's very nice. And these pieces are spread asunder in due course of time. The surface of the globe gradually becomes fit for agriculture. Yes, so in course of time, all these big mountains and hills will definitely then become nice land to cultivate, nice soil that can be cultivated. Very nice. So then, this is the plea of Mother Earth. Please, you see all these hills and mountains. Can you make a little more level this surface? So then that is more, it's easier for you then to, of course, start the cultivations, and this can help a lot. Very nice, yes. So, I would say, for this verse, unless you have comments or, because I was thinking, hey, today is Ekadashi. Happy Ekadashi, everybody. Yes. I was thinking, I really like to read. Yes, if there is something that I like to do. And on Ekadashi, I found this beautiful little book. It's called, now I'll show it to Brian because Brian likes to read also. But I'll show it to everybody. Sri Ekadashi, the Mother of Devotion. You see beautiful picture as well. Very, very nice. Also, Venurati likes books. I know, Right, while she's busy, The ladies are making the beautiful garlands for the Abhishek later. So, Jai. And right, so this is a book that I found in Vrindavan, Haribol. Is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Ki Jai. And it was compiled by Devi Shakti Mataji, one of the, the very first disciples, American disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So, today we celebrate Varutini Ekadashi. Please correct me. Yes, okay, correct. Okay, thank you very much. By the way, do we know what is Ekadashi exactly? Oh, okay. Okay, there is somebody there. All right, shaking head. Okay, so let's try to, we can summon some ideas, I guess, right? But, okay, I have the book, no problem. I can also tell you. So, Devi Shakti is so nice. She's writing everything, explaining what Srila Prabhupada exactly explained about Ekadashi. So I can read if you like, a little bit, yes. Srila Prabhupada explained that Ekadashi means the 11th. Okay, so 11, 11 auf Deutsch, yeah? 11th, okay. And it refers to the 11th day of both the waxing and the waning moon. That's difficult to translate, I think, yeah. You understand, Prabhu, waning and waxing moon of the, okay, very good.
I understand what this means.
You understand, okay, very nice. So the moon is not always a full moon, right? So sometimes it's growing, we say in Italian, I don't know if you say it in English, it's, they say waxing, right, when it's growing. So from, not seeing the moon, you see a little, a little piece slowly, and then half, and then becomes full, yeah, very good. And the other one is the waning moon, which is when, slowly it goes back to, we don't see it anymore, so slowly it becomes a black moon, they say in English, yeah? Okay. So this Ekadashi is the 11th day of both the waxing and waning moon. So how many times do we have Ekadashi in a month? 2, yes, we have 2 times, yeah? Yeah, makes sense, right? If you think about it, yeah, very nice. Yes, in fact, Srila Prabhupada says, so Ekadashi falls twice a month. Okay, mathematics, yeah? Right, makes sense. Just as certain places have a special atmosphere conducive for our purification and spiritual advancements, so do certain phases of time. Wow, it's so nice. I'm just thinking about Mayapurdam, right? Mayapurdam is definitely a place and an atmosphere conducive for our purification. Definitely. And so, Prabhupada said, and so do certain phases of time. Yes. The Ekadashi day is spiritually surcharged with devotional energy. Yes, very nice. So you see, that's very conducive phase of time where really we can deepen our, understanding and go for, eventually, yes, if we follow, spiritual advancement, of course, comes. Yes. Okay, then let's read on. There are many side benefits for observing Ekadashi. Very good. Such as good health, Regular fasting allows our digestive organs to rest. And economy. Okay, if everyone followed Ekadashi, imagine how much food would be saved. But by far, the main purpose of following Ekadashi is to help us awaken our love for Krishna. Very nice. So yes, it's very, very nice. I would just read, But you know what happens today. We are gonna eat a little bit different, yeah. Yes, we are gonna eat. We are gonna avoid Narayani, what grains. Very nice. We avoid grains. So yes, and the real goal would be to fast totally, yeah, today. Yes. In fact, that's, you understand a little bit, Srila Prabhupada says, regular fasting allows our digestive organs to rest. So eventually, that would be the goal, to not eat, yeah? Please always correct me if I'm, yes. But at least this. But, in general, in the temple, we serve, prasada that has no grains, and no cereals and no legumes, basically. This in general. Yes, so you will see probably potatoes today, I will tell you. But yeah, not bad, right? Potatoes, usually quinoa we eat. What else, Brian? You are better than me. Buckwheat, of course. Buckwheat, because it's not considered, cereal, yes. Okay, very nice. Let's go, yes, but you see, it's not about only health. So 3 points Srila Prabhupada gives here. Health, benefits are good health. Economy, that's very interesting in my opinion, because we just spoke about, the production of grains, But yes, of course, Srila Prabhupada mentions, if everyone followed the Ekadashi, imagine how much food would be saved. Hey, in one day, like a number of people don't eat grains, right? And legumes, yes, of course. But by far, the main purpose of following Ekadashi is to help us awaken our love for Krishna. Yes. And how do we do it? Let's read it. Prabhupada taught that following Ekadashi means minimizing the demands of the body and maximizing our service to Krishna. Very nice. Very nice. On Ekadashi, we should eat more simply and try to put into practice the maxim, eat to live, not live to eat. Hey, that's a good one. So I say it again, eat to live, not live to eat. Yeah, the Italians, here I am, to do the Italian body, that's a difficult concept, I would say. But, we have to understand, yes. So it's nice, really nice to know from Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Then Srila Prabhupada advised that on Ekadashi, we increase our chanting of the holy names. Very nice. So let's do it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very nice. Okay. To a disciple who asked, Should we chant 25 rounds on Ekadashi? Srila Prabhupada replied, why only 25 rounds? You should chant as many as possible. Yes, definitely. So, this is very interesting also. I will read Lord Chaitanya, what he said. Lord Chaitanya asked his mother, and through her, his other followers, to fast from grains on Ekadashi. Apart from taking more energy to digest, on Ekadashi, grains are said to be affected by universal simple reactions. Ekadashi is an extremely auspicious day. But anyone who eats grains is unconsciously implicated in those reactions. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, then there are some points. It can happen that, who knows, maybe we are not at home, we are traveling, and one person may forget. Just summarize. So if this happens, here it's then one has to, okay, oh, I did it, I have to stop now, and one can observe Ekadashi the next day. Okay, yes, I don't know if you have questions on Ekadashi, like you've seen in the temple Ekadashi, yes, okay, yeah, Narayani, of course, yes, so I would, if you like, read about today's Ekadashi, yeah? Today's Ekadashi is Varutini Ekadashi. So, yes, these are amazing, narrations that I have to read where they come from. I'm very ignorant, I'm very sorry. It was asked in the assembly of Namisharanya, this question. That's what is stated here. Yes, I will find it, no worries. But the question that was asked was, what is the remedy to become free from all miseries? Yeah, Sri Sutta Goswami then, in response, described the 26 Ekadashis. Very good. I don't know exactly where it is written here. I will find it. But now I will read the story of this Ekadashi. Varutini Ekadashi. Nice. The glories of Varutini Ekadashi, which occurs during the waning moon in the month of April-May. Now is said, are described in bayerischer-Wald Puran in a conversation between Lord Krishna and Maharaj Yudhishthira. So we know bayerischer-Wald Puran.
Who is Maharaj?
Maharaj Yudhishthira? Okay, very good question. Who knows who's Maharaj Yudhishthira? You know who is Arjun?
Yeah.
You know Arjun, okay,
Yeah.
very good. Arjuna is one of the Pandavas, the 5 brothers. Okay, and Yudhishthira is his elder brother.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Is a very important personality, yes. Maharaj Yudhishthira said to Krishna, O Vasudeva, I offer my humble obeisances to you. Please explain the Ekadashi which occurs during the waning moon in the month of April-May, including its name, influence, and glories. Lord Krishna replied, My dear king, the name of this Ekadashi is Varutini. It awards good fortune, both in this life and in the next. By following the vow of this Ekadashi, a living entity attains perpetual happiness, diminishes its sinful reactions, and becomes greatly fortunate. By observing this vow, an unfortunate woman becomes fortunate. People attain happiness and prosperity. They become free from the cycle of birth and death. All their sinful reactions are nullified. And they attain devotional service to the Lord. King Mandata was liberated by properly observing this Ekadashi. Many other kings, such as Dundumara, became liberated by following this Ekadashi. One can achieve the result of undergoing austerities for 10,000 years simply by observing this Varutini Ekadashi. The amount of piety one accumulates by donating 40 kilos of gold during a solar eclipse in Kurukshetra Eclipse, auf Deutsch, Eclipse, yeah, is achieved simply by observing Varutini Ekadashi. Okay, so 40 kilos of gold during, okay, wow. It's simply achieved by observing Varutini Ekadashi. Very nice. So let's read on. Donating an elephant is superior to donating a horse. Donating land is superior to donating an elephant. And donating sesame seeds is greater than donating land. Sesame. Donating gold is greater than donating sesame seeds. And donating food grains is greater than donating gold. In fact, there is no greater charity than giving food grains in charity. By giving food grains in charity, one can satisfy the forefathers, the demigods, and all living entities. Yes, you see that during the fire yagyas, they use grains, especially rice, of course. So, yeah, I will underline that donating food grains is greater than donating gold, right? Yes. Jai. Okay, let's read on. So, learned scholars have ascertained that giving a daughter in charity is equal to giving food grains in charity. The daughter, yes. The daughter in charity. The Supreme Lord Himself has compared donating food grains to be equal to donating cows. Among all kinds of charity, giving knowledge to others is the highest type of charity. By following Varutini Ekadashi, one can attain the results of all charities. Yes. Very nice. Okay, let's move on. A person who earns his livelihood by selling his daughter certainly commits a great sin. And is fit to live in hell till the time of final annihilation. No one should ever accept wealth in exchange for his daughter. A householder who, under the influence of greed, sells his daughter in exchange for money becomes a cat in his next life. Oh, did you know that? I didn't know. Right. Becomes a cat. Now we see the cats in a different light. Yeah? Right. One should decorate his daughter with ornaments according to his capacity and give her in charity to a qualified groom. Even Chitragupta, the chief secretary of Yamaraj, is unable to estimate the piety accrued by such a charity. It was difficult. Yeah, yes. This last one, yeah? Okay. Even Chitragupta, the chief secretary of Yamaraj, is unable to estimate the piety accrued by such charity. If one observes the vow of Varutini Ekadashi, all his sinful reactions are eradicated and he attains the supreme destination. One who remains awake on Ekadashi and worships Lord Janardana becomes free from all sins and attains the supreme goal of life. Anyone who hears or reads the glories of this Ekadashi surely achieves the result of donating 1,000 cows. Is freed from all his sinful reactions and attains the abode of Vishnu. Jai, Varutini Ekadashi ki Jai. It's very nice. Yes. So, yeah, thank you so much. If you have questions, please comments or correction, really. I really need correction. It was very nice to be with you, and we read, now we read of our auspicious Ekadashi, Varutini Ekadashi, so yeah, we can meditate. And yes, always remember the Lord, His pastimes. Yes, and Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Anything? Oh, good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Haribol, Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Das ist schade.